as we get this in, we'll have a rough set on our alignment. Now what Danny's trying to do now is line that bolt up in the little bit of space that you have to work with. He has to get the bolt horizontal with the car and lined up into the hole. So it's going to take us a couple minutes probably to get that straight. As soon as we get it, we'll start to slide this in. One good part about not having the shims in yet is you're able to slide the bolt in at least the distance of both the shims put together into the pocket. Once you put the trailing arm in, you put the trailing arm into the outboard side of the box, and that gives you a little bit of room to get it lined up. Obviously, and you can imagine with the shims put together, you've got approximately that amount of space that you can run that bolt in before the bolt will make contact with the trailing arm without the shims in it. So we're going to take advantage of that space to get this lined up. Okay, now we have the bolt actually wedged through. At this point in time, there are no shims in the assembly, so it's fairly free floating. We're going to go ahead and put the washer and the nut on the outside right now. No need to tighten this up just yet. Just keep it in there from falling out. And we'll go ahead and install the shims at this point. This is the inboard set of shims. These are the hardest to get to, so we're going to put them in now while we have plenty of space. Now we're going to actually pry the trailing arm up against the passenger side, or up against the inboard side as far as it'll go. And we'll first try to see if we can get all these in just as they sit. And we can't, that's not unusual. So what we'll do, remove the tape that holds them in place, and we'll slide them in and leave room for one to be wedged in. Okay, we're finishing up our rough shim install. What I've done is taken 2 shims, there's 3 total on this outboard side at this point in time, and that will vary from car to car in thickness of shim. They come in several different thicknesses. But what I've done is I've put the two of them in here, and I've started one down the center, and as I tap it in, it's going to wedge in tight. We'll line all this up and put the pin through, and we'll be all set on this side other than tightening that down.